Hi, this is Connie Francis, and you're listening to Baltimore Net Radio.
Sadly, yesterday, April 18th, Dick Clark passed away suddenly at the age of 82. Dick was the pioneer for American Bandstand. His show gave new artists their first exposure to national audiences. Dick was also Connie's closest friend. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have Connie Francis on the phone to share her memories of Dick Clark. But first, Connie, we'd like to extend our deepest condolences to you.
Thank you, Diane. He will be very, very much missed by a lot of people, especially his dear Carrie.
What's your fondest memory of Dick?
There are so many of them. My fondest memory of him was that Wednesday Night Live show that I did with him. Did you ever see it, Diane?
I don't think so.
It was the only appearance that I made in the 7 years after I was a victim of rape.
I think I did see that. You did Where the Boys Are. It's the first time you had performed since you lost your voice.
Yeah, it was the only period during the 7 years. It was in 1977, and this rape had occurred in 74. Mm-hmm. I didn't go back to work till 81, so it was right in the middle of that.
Right.
And he really, really had to do a lot of hounding me for me to do that. And it was an amazing moment in television history, really, because Dick really broke down. And he couldn't even talk.
I did see that. He broke down and he cried.
It really was just amazing reaction that he had, because he was just that dear a friend to me.
What do you think made you really stand out to Dick? Because you have had a lifelong friendship. There was something about you.
Well, he discovered me. He was my mentor. You know, many people didn't have that feeling toward me or turned me down. Mitch Miller said to my manager, "She sounds like 50,000 other girl singers. Save your money, boys." Dick Clark, he heard my record. It was just lying on his desk. It had been lying there for 3 months. It was on January 1st, 1958. And he just happened to pick it up that day, and he played it. And he liked it, and he played it every day till it sold 1 million copies. And that was the day what I wrote in my book, you know, with a flick of a switch, I became a star. And it was true.
It was true.
That January 1st. And he announced, there's a new girl singer, and she's headed straight for the #1 spot.
Oh,
it couldn't be me. I had bombs in a row, and I figured, no, it couldn't be me.
Well, it was.
It was.
When was the last time you saw him?
I saw him a year and a half ago at his home in Malibu, but we spoke very often, particularly the last few months.
Mm-hmm. And he was doing well.
He was doing quite well. Dick was very sharp. He had that stroke 5 years ago, but he was mentally, he was sharp as a tack, and he worked out every day. You know, he just never lost hope that he would, regain everything. He just never lost hope. He worked out every day.
A remarkable man.
He was just an amazing human being, and beautiful inside and outside.
How do you think he'll be remembered to everyone?
Only in the best of light. He was dear to so many people. He made a difference in the lives of so many people, encouraged so many people when they were at their lowest points. Gloria Estefan and Bobby Rydell, and so many people who really had hard luck stories, and Dick was there for each and every one of them. And it didn't matter whether you were a low on the podium tall guy or the biggest star in the world. Dick was there for everybody. He was a very special person.
I know, Connie. Yes, he was.
I mean, you don't find people like that, especially in show business.
No, you don't. He had integrity.
Yep.
A lot of integrity. Yep. Connie, would you like to dedicate a song in memory of Dick today? One of your songs?
Well, it has to be the song that he thought was pretty terrific. Only he and my dad thought it was pretty terrific, and I guess it has to be Who's Sorry Now. He wrote the introduction to my book, and that was written in '84 to my book Who's Sorry Now, and she recognized that I was a pretty good singer with the song, so I guess it has to be Who's Sorry Now.
Okay.
I was certainly not sorry that I met Dick Clark and considered him my dearest friend in the business.
Who's sorry now? Who's sorry now? Whose heart is aching for breaking each bone?
Connie, thank you so much for giving us these few minutes. And let me mention now, I do know you're sitting there with Jack McDermott.
Yes, I am.
Would the two of you like to say something together? Have you were you ever with Dick Clark together?
I don't believe so. Were we ever? But I was with Dick, with Jack's wife. We were with Dick pretty often.
With Beverly, right?
Beverly
Oh, yeah.
McDermott. Oh yeah, yeah.
No, I wasn't with Connie on Dick's show, but excuse me, we managed a singer called Freddie Cannon, and I went to New York with Beverly and Freddie to do the show, and Dick was so nice to Freddie. It was his first appearance, and Freddie couldn't move too well on stage. He sang fine, but he couldn't move. So Dick said, we got to have somebody help him. So he had Bobby Darin and Chubby Checker show him some steps to do
Oh,
on stage.
what a team!
Couldn't have better teachers than that, right?
Really?
So he did it, and we went over big. And the one thing I might mention about Dick Clark, how caring he was about the artists. He came backstage after the show, spoke to every artist, encouraged all of them. There were a lot of them were newcomers like Freddie. And we were supposed to take a little plane to Allentown for a record hop. And Dick kept convincing Beverly and I not to take the plane. He said, it's a rickety old plane. Please don't take it. That's how much he cared about people, you know. Anyway, we took the plane. He was right. It was a rickety plane.
Well, at least you got where you were going.
Yeah. And that's my fondest recollection of Dick Clark.
One more thing I'd like to say, Diana. The tributes that have been paid to Dick in the last couple of days, I feel, should have been paid to him when he was alive. ABC did a minor, I consider a minor tribute to him after a TV special that was on a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And I felt that really wasn't enough of a tribute.
Right.
What was the tribute that was paid to him in the last 2 days was the tribute that should have been paid to him while he could have seen it.
While he could have seen it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're right,
Yes.
Connie.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Connie, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Just everybody out there say a great big prayer for him. He'll be remembered always. Nobody will ever forget Dick Clark.
Nobody will. Nobody will. Okay, well, thank you, Connie.
Thank you, Diane.
You know, it makes no difference to Dick who you are, but what you are. He's a beautiful man. And I think that just about everybody in the business says that we love him.